some of the other things that may come up in rent overcharge cases have to do with questions about rent increases. And somebody in the audience raised a question to the prior panel that I have wondered about too. And any one of these things that comes up involves talking to clients about it, trying to advise them, trying to keep up on things, looking at the DHCR website a couple of times a week to see what's been added. But the law, as I read it, gets rid of vacancy, the 20%, what some people call the vacancy bonus. Vacancy rent increases are gone. It also says something about rent guidelines boards not being allowed to promulgate vacancy increases. And, some people looked at that and said, well, does that make sense that when you have a vacancy, you can't collect any rent increase, but if you have a renewal lease, you can collect a renewal increase? The DHCR, in some of the things it's issuing now, they've put out a fact sheet and they've put out a new DHCR rent stabilization rider, an amended one, that has to be attached to all vacancy and renewal leases. And the portion of that rider that you fill in to show how the rent is calculated provides for filling in a renewal increase on a vacancy lease. Now, owners who have suffered, the Roberts problem of having followed DHCR policy and saying, I can collect vacancy deregulation while I'm collecting J51 until the Court of Appeals 10 years ago this month said, no, you cannot. And we've had 10 years of litigation over that. I have to wonder, are we heading into another Roberts problem with this? I don't know whether amendment to the rent stabilization code, the regulations, will fix that, but I think there's a question there.